What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I was having some technical difficulties, but let me know if you can hear me. What's going on, everybody? It is Friday Eve. That's what we're going to say. It's Friday Eve. It's Friday Eve. What's going on, everybody? Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, we can hear you. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? So listen. I hope that you all are doing well and having a great day. I hope everybody has gotten all of the holiday shopping up out the way and stuff like that. I hope so. I hope so. Don't let the people get you. If you still got to get out and they get crowded and stuff, don't let the folk get you, okay? Don't let the people get you. All right, so on the agenda today, we will be talking about Master P and Romeo. All right. We will be talking about DJ FATDEMICKS still coming for people. He, of course, is still on this bullying the women train. Got some things to say about Megan Thee Stallion, child. Just I just be wanting him to shut up. Um, Drew Sidora, y'all. Drew Sidora. Listen, I reported to y'all about maybe a month ago, that Drew Sidora was served while filming for The Real Housewives of Atlanta, because she did not pay her chef. Well, the chef has spoken out, and we have to talk about it. So we are going to get into that story. And then to the far, far right, we have Martell Haire, aka Chef Gotti. I did briefly go over his charges as of yesterday. He has a warrant out for his arrest. It did go out on the 21st. Yes, that was yesterday. So we are going to talk about that as well. If you have not caught up on that, I believe like my last two lives, I've discussed Martell here. He's an absolutely disgusting man. If these accusations that are against him are true, super, super gross. One thing I will say is I totally, totally believe the victim. So in that particular case, I don't care, sir. Go on, go on, go where you need to go. You're gross, you're nasty, you're disgusting. You're disgusting. All right, and then we are going to do our holiday drawing. One thing about me is I want you to be real and authentic when you come over here. So, along with all of the unsubscriptions and whatever the case may be, because we do not agree on something, then let blessings flow. But one thing you're not about to do, if you do not agree with me or you do not want to be sub to my channel, you will not be winning nothing on my channel as far as the giveaway. Because I have seen what some of y'all do. You ain't even really subscribed, and you coming over here wanting something for the Christmas. Well, you ain't getting nothing off me. All right. These are for my true, authentic supporters and people who can agree to disagree and move on. It is the holiday season, and there is so much more to be worried about than some people that don't really know us, right? It's so much more to be worried. I mean, to be concerned about. We should be concerned about um Shanquilla's family not being able to spend the holiday with her. Not to mention her birthday is January the 9th. So, the holidays are close to her birthday. It's right there. Those are the things that we should be focused on. We should be focused on praying for peace for these families, for Miss Kemp. This is her first Christmas without her baby girl. We should be praying for the peace. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. So for me, again, in order for you to win, you gotta be a real don don and a true supporter. Other than that, I see you on the other side, baby. All right. So listen, for those of you that are not subscribed to the channel, you might as well go ahead and subscribe. You got to be subscribed for 10 minutes in order to, get anything here on the channel. You got to be subscribed for 10 minutes, all right, in order to even chat with us. But anyway, y'all know how I like to do. Let me go ahead and thank everybody. Make sure you guys are following me on all social media platforms. That is Twitter, Instagram, um, and Amazon as well. And then, y'all, listen, if you are feeling generous and like to bless the channel, you can do so. The Cash App or the Venmo will be scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Anything that you do send over, just remember it is greatly appreciated. I didn't get a chance to thank, I think I got off of here before I saw that she had sent it. So thank you to Nikki P for the Christmas blessing. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. So any of you that are sending over the Christmas blessings, thank you. To those of you that won the drawing yesterday, I got you today. Um, I meant to do that a while ago, and I totally forgot, but I got you. I got you. What's going on, St. James? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, everybody, what's going on? What's going on? Let me speak to y'all. Let me speak to y'all. What's going on, Simply Elegant One? Thank you so much for your love and your support. I appreciate it. Felicia, how you doing, baby? Aunt Natty, how you doing? How you doing, Louisiana Chick? What's going on? Shirley, what's up with it? What's up with it, Shirley? I ain't seen you in my chat in a while now. I seen you everywhere else, but I'm just playing. Mia, what's going on? Kimmy, what's going on? Kimmy, let me know. Did you receive your email this morning? Let me know. What's going on to the treasurer? The treasurer, Miss Francine. How you doing? How you doing? Castro Cannon, what's going on, man? What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Um, Bree, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Monique Williams, how you doing? How you doing? St. James, how you doing? All right, listen, y'all. I appreciate y'all for being in here. Just a few channel announcements. We will be back tonight to review the first two episodes of The Best Man final chapter. Y'all just do not realize I've been on the edge of my seat. And last night, y'all, I got Peacock. So last night, I'm the thing is most of the episodes of when they say they're gonna drop it. So let's just say they're gonna drop a episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac on Peacock, right? They wait until literally the day of at about 5 or 6 in the morning, and then they'll upload it, right? So last night I'm flicking through the thing, just looking, talking about seeing when it's available, seeing when it's available. So finally, when it was available, y'all, I done watched almost all 8 episodes. Lord help me today. So we will be reviewing and recapping episode 1 and 2 tonight here on the channel. That is going to be at 6:30. No, I'm sorry. Is it 6:30? Hold on, let me see, y'all. I won't get you on the wrong time. Um 7:30. I'm sorry. So 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern Time. Make sure you are here. All right. And if you don't have Peacock, go on and get Peacock. It's $4.99. And I promise you, you will enjoy it. If you enjoy both movies, you will enjoy this series. This series I just I keep thinking like, how y'all just gonna leave us with these 8 episodes and that's it? Like, I get it, it's the final chapter, but 8 episodes, that's it. Could have gave us 12, at least 12. But it's good, y'all. It's good. It's got me glued. It's got me glued. Um, Child, you got me glued to the TV with that. Had to pause to get on. Listen, I'm trying to tell you it's good. What's going on, Angie? What's going on, Raven? How you doing? I have to watch that. LOL. I love me some Terrence Howard. Listen, it is so good. Y'all gotta watch it. Y'all gotta watch it. So we will be coming back later on tonight to take a peek at that. All right. Um. All right. So let's get into our first story. So the first story I want to get into, because I want to get into these really quick, so I don't plan on being on here long. Um, so I want to get into these stories really quick, and then we will do a we'll do a drawing. All right. All right. So Miss Drew Sidora. We're gonna start with Miss Drew Sidora. And most of you guys know that Drew Sidora has joined the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This will be her third season on the series with the ladies. They started filming season 15. And is it season 15? Yeah, season 15. And while they were filming, Miss Diana Rose, she did a video letting us know that Drew Sidora had been served um while the ladies were filming. All right, they were filming a group event, and she was served then. Which is not by far, anything that's unbelievable. They do wait a lot of times, especially if you're a reality star or if you're like a movie star, you're always filming and different stuff like that. They typically, you know, kind of just pay attention to your moves. And then that's when they serve you, child. They know you got to come out the house, okay? Because you filming. You filming. So they know you got to come out of the house. And that child, it's being alleged that somebody called the peoples on her and told them where she was at. All right. But let's get into this story that is being reported by the Shade Room. Okay. Give me just a second. Let's share the screen. Now, she came eating Sheree up about her finances, child. What's up, Q? What's up, Q? What's going on with it? What's going on with it? All right, so this article or this was posted 1 day ago. I meant to save it, but let me save it now. Okay, this was posted 1 day ago. All right. And so the caption reads, and then we'll get into the video. The caption reads, actress and Real Housewives of Atlanta star Drew Sidora has been accused of hiring a personal chef and nanny and then refusing to pay what was owed. The woman suing Drew Sidora, Monique Wayne, claims she agreed to cook for Drew and later take care of her children for a weekly payment of $1,000. Now, see, when we reported this, we weren't aware of the $1,000. Now, however, after her first week, Wayne claimed that all she got was a cash app payment for $150. Despite her efforts to get the money she felt she was owed, Wayne has since taken legal action and is seeking $1,000 plus legal fees. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. See, we're gonna get into this, but so this was for one occurrence? This was for one time? I'm not sure I understand. It gotta be for one time. Ain't no way in the world I'm just going after somebody for $1,000 if that's what they really owe. Like, what is we doing? She must don't got no attorney to tell her what to do. How you gonna sue her for? Baby, listen. Anyway, Drew Sidora recently spoke with the Shade Room and said that the allegations are simply untrue. Sidora has also filed a counterclaim against Wayne for stress, emotional trauma, and could this situation have been a misunderstanding between the two? Let's take a listen.
Some beef with Drew Sidora.
Compensate me for what I've done already.
The actress and Real Housewives star accused of hiring a personal chef and nanny and flaking when it was time to pay up. And now it's playing out in court. We're digging into the messy lawsuit and why Drew says this is a lie. I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates.
First, before I get into that, y'all, listening to him say, "This is TSR Investigates. This is TSR Investigates." I laugh every time. But anyway, let's get into this.
Drew Sidora is in many of our favorite movies and TV shows, notably on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. But nothing was peachy about the experience that one personal chef had late last year. Monique Wayne says that she agreed to cook and later take care of Drew's children weekly for $1,000. But she says after her first week, she got a Cash App payment for $150.
I got the courage to do it.
The courage to collect the money that she says she is owed. Juan is filing a civil lawsuit seeking $1,000 plus legal fees in Gwinnett County, Georgia for unpaid services. In a statement of claim, she says that she drove to Sidora's home 1 hour every day, first cooked for 8 people, then got hired as Sidora's chef, but was switched to be her nanny for a couple days, then got switched back to chef again.
When I started asking her for my money, they didn't need me no more.
This was the invoice she says she gave over the span of about a week: $600 to nanny her 2 kids, $100 for maid services, and $300 for her chef services, where she shopped, cooked, and served hot food.
First of all, ain't no way in the world, y'all, $300 to be your chef for an entire week, and I gotta feed 4 mouths. I think Drew has what, 2 kids, 3 kids, 2 kids, and then her and Ralph. Is you kidding me? She'll be real mad at me. Ain't no way in the world. See, this girl, and see, this is why I say, and I understand we learn as we do business, we learn, right? You can't you cannot be friends with someone like this, because then when this type of stuff happens and you don't have like a contract or anything in place, you really can't be mad at nobody but yourself, honestly. Again, I understand that it's always a learning lesson, but if I have somebody that I'm working for like Drew Sidora, like Candy, like Sonya, or anybody like that, baby, we got a contract. We need a contract. You are on TV. You are on Bravo. Listen, if you can hire a nanny or whatever the case may be. Hold on, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. All right, so let's keep on listening to this because this is weird.
To feed 8 people.
Dishes like salmon with shrimp, stuffed with spinach. I made spicy cabbage with shrimp, zucchini, green peppers, yellow pepper. You know, I made separate dishes for the kids.
Juan says that she met Drew and her husband, Ralph Pittman, through a mutual friend, one of Drew's assistants named Danielle Madlock. In early October 2021, she was told that Drew needed positions filled, including a chef and a nanny.
You know, I'm a chef, so I came in with my food. The first night, I sent her like a soul food plate, and she loved it. She was like, "Oh my God, the candy yams just gives me life," and all that. So she wanted me to come in the next day and cook for like 8 people. Like her whole entourage was there.
She says shortly after she was hired on.
I had given them an invoice. So now, moving along 2 days later, I was asked to come in to be a nanny. And I'm like, wow. And it was like, well, I know you don't want to, you know, do the nanny position or anything, but, you know, Drew really loves you.
She says she took on the nanny role for a few days, picked up her children from school, and continued to cook meals. How much would you say that grocery bill was?
And the grocery bill, I would say about $300.
Okay.
Girl,
$300 grocery bill that they expected you to pay.
They told me to pay it, yes.
And so in total, you were paid $150.
Yes. After that, she tried to switch it over to 1 day a week with the food because I guess she didn't even want to pay the price that I was charging to be the nanny to come over and sit with her kids and do all that. I'm doing housekeeping, I'm cooking for the kids and watching them, bathing them. When I started asking her for my money, they didn't need me no more.
Then she says she started speaking to Sidora's husband, Ralph Pittman.
He was trying to tell me this is a trial. Like what I did was a trial. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? And he was like, you look at it like, like days in our lives. And I'm like, day in your life? Like, why would I want a day in your life? No, I want my money.
She says Ralph sent her $150 and never heard from the Pittmans again. So she took to social media and blasted them, even DM'd Sidora's co-star Marlo Hampton on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Sheree Whitfield brought it up during the season 14 reunion.
My reputation.
Emailed Marlo.
DM me.
DM Marlo
About you not paying your chef bill. So
She DM me.
all right, read it out loud, Sonya. Wait.
All right, it says, I need y'all to help me get my money from Ralph and Drew. They some cheap, low-down people.
That's not
Please
fair.
help me get this out.
That's not
there,
fair.
as I'm not the only one she's done like this.
Oh Lord.
That's not even true, but that was somebody that doesn't even work for me. So
A lot of things don't be true, but you guys would
I
get
have
My sister called me like, hey, your DM is on the show. Like, and so I'm like, what?
Fast forward to now, December 2022. Sidora filed a counterclaim saying that the whole thing is made up. She says that it was Juan who reached out to prepare one complimentary meal for her and her family in hopes of being hired as a personal chef. In the court documents, Drew says that she quickly learned that couldn't happen because, quote, Monique did not follow dietary restrictions. There was hair in one of the dishes and the taste was not good. She goes on to say that Juan did not give up and wanted to interview for her open nanny position. She says, quote, when Miss Juan arrived into my home, I was completely unimpressed and taken aback by her unprofessionalism and bad attitude as she walked into my kitchen and helped herself to a plate of food without asking. And when introduced to my children, she did not engage with them. Instead, proceeded to sit at our dinner table and eat a plate of food. We never considered Miss Juan as our children's nanny, and she didn't display the qualities of a respectful human being. Sidora even submitted evidence in court from her kids' daycare that Juan was never authorized to pick up her kid. She says that Juan claimed to be a single mom living in a hotel, struggling financially and needed money. She says that $150 Cash App payment was a gift from the kindness of her husband's heart. Then she says weeks later, Juan began harassing her on social media, reaching out to her boss and co-workers on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. She also says that Juan began selling t-shirts and hoodies to monetize the situation, like this one that reads, quote, I did the service, run me my money. We asked Juan about these allegations. She says that it is a deflection and that Sidora does not adequately pay her staff.
I just feel like she did a lot of people wrong, not just me.
I spoke to Drew Sidora over the phone, and she sent us this statement that says, quote, as an actress, my reputation is very important to me.
Yeah.
Personal chef.
There's so many things wrong here. There's so many things wrong. First, based off of what Miss Juan is saying, Wayne, whatever. Based off of what she's saying, again, the reason why I fought her is because she should have most definitely had some type of contract in place. And most definitely, once you started seeing them move funny, that's when, even if you started this without a contract. And once you started move funny, you should have then been like, hey, what's going on? We need to sign some type of contract. This ain't it. I'm pretty sure you'd have lost your job. But if you'd have done that from the get-go, you would need to do this. Drew Sidora's counterclaim gives me nothing but lies. She said she was emotional. This woman stressed her out. Okay, so you're stressed out because the lady is really trying to get her money? Ralph sends her $150 out of the kindness of his heart, not because she actually did anything that you asked her to do. You made it seem as if she only was to come once, and when she did come to interview, you said that she took something. She sat at your dinner table, didn't interact with your children, and ate your food without your permission. Girl, I don't believe Drew Sidora not one bit. I don't believe Drew Sidora not one bit. Chef how much can a personal chef make? I know it can't be little money they paid that woman. So here's the thing, she doesn't sound like, and no shade to her, no shade to her at all, because I've been there before. But it sounds like she's definitely lowballing herself based off of the maybe kind of wanting to keep a decent reputation because of who Drew Sidora is. And the only reason why I say that is because she said that the grocery bill was $300. So if the grocery bill is $300 and she had to pay that out of her pocket, it sounds like to me again she was doing a lot of this based on the grace or the fact that it could open up doors for her. You see what I'm saying? For me, child, if I cook for a couple most of the time, that already right there start off at 450, just depending on what it is. So, and that's just two people. Look, you paying for me to come in here and really make that happen. And that's really going the least expensive route. So that's why I said for her to have then, because she also said that she invited 8 people over, right? So if you have 8 people, just imagine what that bill should be. But then also, I'm I'm wondering about Drew because do you guys remember when Drew and Sheree was arguing over that bill when they had Marlo and Kinga's party? Do y'all remember that? And remember her catering bill at the time was $600? I told y'all there's no way in the world, based off of everything that they ate. I think they had lobster macaroni and cheese, they had lamb chops and all this kind of stuff. Ain't no way in the world that catering bill should have been $600. What? N- I'm what? Um, that right there. Remember, I told y'all. I said this, that don't look right. $600. We over here eating sweet potato souffle and lamb chops and lobster macaroni and cheese and all of this kind of stuff. And you mean to tell me that bill was $600? No, no, absolutely not. So I think again on her behalf, on the ex employee or whatever she had been, again there should have been contracts in place. Number one, because we don't just go from cooking to being a nanny just because you call me and ask me if I can go pick up your kids from the school. I'm not your nanny, okay? You hired me as your chef. I'm going to be your chef, and you need to find your own nanny. That's again where I feel like she went wrong. Again, what Drew was trying to do was trying to save some money by asking her to do both of those, but that's not how this works. That's not how this works. Because the thing is you're gonna have to pay me for being your nanny, and you're gonna have to pay me for being your chef, and you're gonna have to pay all these coins that it costs to be both. That to me, if these claims are true and they find them to be true, Drew Sidora and Ralph are pitiful. Okay, Drew and Ralph pitiful instead of Pittman. Okay, because there's no way in the world that you should have allowed that lady to go out like that. Now, on Drew's behalf, I feel like what she did was she again did not want to pay what it costs to have a real chef and what it costs to have a real nanny. So she thought that if she hired somebody that she knew mutually through someone else, that what they would do is they would agree to both jobs and that she can shortchange them. That's exactly what she thought that this was going to be. And Drew Sidora probably also thought if there's no contracts in place, what can she say or do? You see what I'm saying? So it's always now, from what I hear, Georgia labor laws are pretty strict about making sure that people are paid. When they do a job or when they do any type of service, they make sure that they are paid. So I'm not sure what she's gonna do about that, but there is a active lawsuit, and not only that, there's an active countersuit as well. So, child, again, for me, I don't. There's no way in the world that you can pay me $150 and say you done it out of the kindness of your heart. And also, let's talk about the children. Let's talk about the children. And I'm not talking about nobody kids, but I'm talking about the children. She said that the daycare didn't have any records confirming that she was an authorized to be picked up, right? What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. Because who's to say that you didn't call that daycare that particular day and maybe give them permission to allow her to give them permission to allow that lady to pick up your children. There's so many open spots here, and again, Drew, this ain't it. This ain't it, sis. And I don't really think you can make this sound any better. Again, I feel like the chef should have most definitely had things in place. Sorry if y'all hear the pups. Um, the chef should have most definitely had things in place. As far as contract wise, because again, that lady shouldn't have been able to play you as far as two different jobs and not pay you for either one of them. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say, and again, it's okay when you are going in business, and I've realized this. And again, y'all, I really created my business not really just by doing research, right? So here's the thing: when you get in business, it's always important to make sure that again you hire like maybe if if you know you're going to be working for a somebody on Bravo, baby, you got to make sure all of your dots, your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed, child. Just period. When you work for anybody, you got to make sure that. But most definitely somebody who is on a national platform that is showing all of this, drop it with Drew and drop. I mean, you got businesses too, sis, that you're promoting on the show. So there's no way in the world that you could treat somebody like this and think that you're gonna get away with it. That's just period. In business, it's one thing I always say. You can't do that. You can't do that. You just cannot do that. Again, if you have your own business and stuff like that, you should definitely pay this woman what she's worth. That's on period. Them kids would have been sitting in the principal's office. I'm the chef. That's what I'm saying. I'm not doing both jobs, baby. And it definitely seems like she called that lady and asked that lady to be the nanny. Like you did that. Yeah, people can't be so eager that if they fail to cover themselves, that is not wise. And that's the point. Like, and look, there are people who fail in business every day, right? But it's about how you get back up, how you shake that thing off, and how you decide to keep on moving. And I feel like, again, in this situation, I hope that she learns that in this particular point now to make sure that whenever she works for anybody else, whether it's chef service, whether it's nanny service, that she gets the right documentation in place because that right there ain't right. You're gonna have a contract, baby, not an invoice. An invoice and a contract is not the same thing. Just saying. An invoice, somebody type that in the chat. Somebody type that in the chat for the people. An invoice and a contract is not the same thing. Somebody type it. Somebody type it in the comments that an invoice and a contract is not the same thing. Okay? Period. All right, so let's get into our next story. Thank you, Francine. Thank you, B. Steve. Thank you. Let the people know it is not the same thing. It ain't the same thing. We're gonna talk about a contract. An invoice. Well, I sent her an invoice. That's not a contract, ma'am. If somebody don't decide to pay that invoice, then the only thing that you could do is sue on the premises of the fact that they didn't pay the invoice when they were supposed to. But then you also got to prove that you gave something in order for that invoice to be invalid. So good luck to you now. um, it's hard. Thank you, KC. Let the people know. Simply elegant one friend say, y'all let the people know. Let the people know. All right. So we're getting into our next story. Now, okay, the jury is still deliberating. All right. So the jury is still deliberating in the Tory trial. Um, the jury is still deliberating. So I wanted to get into this story because I was minding my business, and when I saw this, I thought, "What in the world is going on?" So we're gonna read it and get into it. Now, this is a man arrested for allegedly causing teen to commit, the unaliving of himself after tricking him into sending explicit pictures by posing online as a teenage girl. I said, so what now? I, 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 uh, I said, say what now? Let's get into this. Now it says neighbors, shout out to the neighborhood talk for this story. So it says neighbors. This story is absolutely crazy. A man has been arrested in connection to a uh, sextortion case linked to a 17-year-old boy's unaliving. Now, according to multiple reports, Jonathan Cassie, 25, was taken into custody last week and charged with extortion and attempted disorderly conduct. Now, Cassie is accused of posing as a teenage girl online and persuading another teen, Ryan Last, into sharing explicit photos of himself. Now, Cassie and another teen threatened Last and demand him to send 5K or they would share the photos with his family. Now, Last unalived himself as a result of being harassed. His mother says while she's happy an arrest has been made, she would much rather have her son. Investigators said was uh, Cassie was part of a larger West African sex. Oh my God, sex team with at least 3,000 young victims this year. Yeah, let me make this bigger. Sextortion scheme with at least 3,000. Do y'all see what that says? Do y'all see what that says? What in the devil? Uh, I had to look this up. Okay. Through deception, predators convince young targets to produce explicit photos or videos. Um, Once predators acquire the image, they threaten to release the compromising material unless the victim sends them some sort of financial payment. That is the definition of sextortion scheme. Uh, this is a lot. 3,000 young victims just this year. Man, oh man, oh man. When I saw that, I said, I got to talk about it. I got to talk. That's a lot. That's a lot. That is a lot. Um, yeah. I I don't know what to say. That's a lot. That's gross. It's nasty, sir. I, these folk, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what is going on with the people. What is going on with the people? All right, so I wanted to get into this story as well. Trigger warning for this story as well. Now, this story is coming again from the neighborhood talk. Now, earlier, the police shot and unalived a woman who was held at a Walmart, who was held by a Walmart employee at gunpoint inside a Mississippi store. Now, neighbors, get into this. A woman was shot and unalived inside a Mississippi Walmart after she held one of the employees at gunpoint inside the store. Now, according to WAPT, Richland Police Department responded to a call at the local Walmart with reports that a woman was hysterical and had a female employee held at gunpoint. Now, when they arrived, the woman was seen at the front of the store making demands to the other employees and the police that they wanted a news station to come into the store. Now, as the situation was unfolding, Rankin County Police and Fire Dispatch was heard saying, "Is she pointing a gun at people?" The response followed, "Last thing I was told is somebody walked in with a gun and yelled out that they want a news anchor there. I'm trying to get further. Now, moments later, police shot and unalive the woman inside the store. Police have not released her name until next of kin is notified. Y'all, I tell y'all all the time, we got to be grateful when we go in the store and we make it out all right. I mean, just last month, right before Thanksgiving, we had the employee, the manager, shoot and unalive 6 people. You know, I mean, we got to be very careful. And this is why I always say mental health is definitely very important because these people, I mean, honestly, it's sad. It's so sad. Who knows what sis was dealing with? Not excusing it at all. Not excusing it at all. But just saying who knows what she may have been dealing with. And it's just sad. And so again, we have to pray for our protection, and especially y'all. I don't care what y'all do. You ain't got to pray for yourself, but pray for these babies. Pray for these babies, man. Like it's so much going on with the children nowadays that it's just really sad. So cover your grandchildren, cover your children, cover your nieces and your nephews and your godchildren, your cousins, whatever they may be to you. Like seriously, cover them in prayer and protection because it's just so much going on. And it was just definitely sad to see that. Now, let's get into our next story, chat. All right. So I want to move over to talk about Master P and Romeo. Now, one thing I won't do is, go through everything because they have gone back and forth for the last week or so on social media. Well, actually, since the unfortunate passing of Twitch, they've been going back and forth, right? And so here's the thing though. Master P made a post right after Twitch's passing, and he shouted out Snoop Dogg. And so Romeo came after that saying, that this was the last straw. How can you post about or how can you be concerned about someone that you've never met, but your daughter was dealing with these types of issues and you never, well, not going to say never, but he basically was saying that his dad was ignoring certain signs that his sister was showing, right? So he goes on to say, the reason why he brought that to the internet was to say that, we idolize these people not really knowing what they have going on behind the scenes. Now, one thing about it is he's definitely telling the truth when it comes to just because you think that these celebrities are stacked and have money and different things like that, you could be definitely fooled. Fantasia told y'all. Fantasia told y'all she lost things twice, right? And people think that these celebrities, again, their finances be A1. And a lot of times the regular people who work 9 to 5s is doing better than they are. I'm just saying. I'm just saying because, again, we put so much into it, not really realizing what's going on. Now, one thing I do want to say about this, um, there, let me get to it. There's something that I have to say into this. Now, me, ultimately, if you've seen all the different posts, to me, this is my opinion. And again, it's not that deep because I don't know what's going on behind the scenes with anybody, right? But this is just my opinion. My opinion is I know what Master P revealed that he had a project coming up with Twitch. But I still feel like, in my opinion, that that was a gaslighting moment for Master P, right? Because here your son is crying out, letting you know that no matter what, in this particular case, you are their father, which definitely means that you have so much above them. They expect for you to be the one to guide them in that way. A lot of times, if my dad, if I know that my sister is dealing with something and I look at my dad and I'm asking my dad, like, look, what is the best thing for us to do in this very moment? If you've never sat down and had those conversations, they're all hurt. They're hurt, they're confused, they don't know what's going on. For me, again, because I have parents that, and Imma just go ahead and kinda put it out there, they don't mind gaslighting, they don't mind treating me as if I'm somewhere off of the street. You know, I really felt for Romeo in that moment. I really did because when you start saying that your child is ungrateful because your child is speaking out about something, it says a lot about you as a parent. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And again, that's just my opinion. Not telling anybody how to parent or anything of that sort. But if we can always resort to, oh, you ungrateful, you this, and you that, and you this, and you that, because I'm seriously trying to let you know that right now we need our father. We need the help. I don't know what you did actively in that particular moment because none of us know, but the gaslighting was at an all-time high when Master P would respond. Do I think that Romeo should have taken that to the internet? I don't. Do I think that Master P should have responded on the internet? I don't. I don't. I feel like that shows it goes to show exactly what Romeo is talking about. You chose to use social media to gaslight your son. You literally chose social media over everything to gaslight your son. And I feel like again in those moments, you can't say when your child really calls you out about something. And I know black people have a really hard time with their kids calling out mental health. Then we go on because I know for a fact my parents was like, "You going to therapy? For what? For what? Pray about it. Okay. You telling me to pray about it, but God is also letting me know that I need to meet him halfway, right? I got to do the steps in order to make this thing better for me and him. So I think again that when I come talk to my parents and I come talk to you about something, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not being ungrateful. I'm just letting you know exactly how I'm feeling. And this is the very reason why kids do not open up to their parents because y'all automatically "Oh, just stop being disrespectful. You ungrateful. I done this for you. I done that for you. I done brought you in this world and I can take you out and all blah, 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 blah." We don't want to hear that. Because that's not it. That's not it. If I'm literally having a conversation with you, letting you know where I am mentally, where I am, that does not mean that I'm ungrateful. Because I call you out as a parent does not mean that I'm ungrateful. It's facts and it's the truth and it's the way that I feel. And parents have a really hard time, and this is the very reason, again, why children do not express themselves. We always talk about, well, why does it take so long for a person to come out about something that may have happened to them? Well, if it's somebody in the family, are you really honestly going to believe me? You get mad when I come and talk to you about something so simple as just a simple conversation. So, it's so many avenues and so many ways. But again, I feel like Master P gaslit his son. Again, I understand if you all don't agree, but in that moment, I felt like he could have used that moment to uplift his son, but he used that moment to gaslight his son. And that's just how I feel about it. Um, my daddy told me, why would you claim that spirit when I told him I'm struggling with depression and anxiety, the pastor. You see what I'm saying? Take everything to God in prayer. Take everything to the Lord in prayer. But what are you doing? Are you doing anything to help in that particular moment? And again, this is preaching to the choir child. Understand that. But that's just how I feel. And I feel like, again, in those moments, we have to be very careful because when our children have to come and have those real conversations with us, we're mad, we're angry. But why? You ungrateful. You just ungrateful. I done raised you, and don't you come. What? Listen, that's the problem with us. I can't speak for no other culture. You know why I can't speak for no other culture? Because I'm not none of them. But I can speak for what black people do. And black people have a very hard time understanding what mental health is. They have a hard time understanding that when your child is really trying to have a conversation with you, it doesn't always mean that they are being disrespectful or that they are being ungrateful. If you open up to your child and you open up and let them be vulnerable and open up and have that conversation with them and you, it can solve a lot of trauma. It honestly can. And I know some of y'all ain't want to hear this today, but I'm just letting you know what time it is. For real though. If we have those conversations now, right? You have those conversations with your kids at a young age. Stop it with the, oh, well, they don't know what's going on. That's lies. They're exposed to so much more than what you think they're exposed to. I just, I don't get it. I don't get it. But again, like children are exposed to way much more than what you think they're exposed to. So you might as well have those conversations with them and stop. Oh, well, my baby is just 15. I can't talk to him about that right now. Girl, your 15-year-old probably know more than what you know. And not talking in education wise. I'm talking street wise. Everything that go on social media, they see. Everything that's going on in the streets, they see. They see. They know. They got friends that's probably. I mean, come on now. We gotta stop living in them twilight zones and understand what's real. We are about to go into 2023. We are about to go into 2023, and some parents are still not allowing their children to have open conversations with them, letting them know how they feel. Because here they go with that. You just so ungrateful. I brought you in this world and I'll take you out. Now look, I'm going to tell y'all 48 people watching me. Remember, I got into it. Well, I didn't really get into it. I mean, my mom had asked me to do something. I responded to her. And instead of her saying that I didn't hear you respond, she go all off. You go all off calling me all kind of MFs and everything like that. And then I'm thinking to myself, now, wait a minute. Now, when I just come have a normal conversation with you, I'm the one that's being disrespectful. But you can walk around here and call me all out of my name and stuff like that. No, 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 no. I just don't want to have nothing to do with nobody like that. I'm sorry. That's just me. My adopted mom didn't raise me that way. So when my biological mom later came on and came into my family, and came into my life, you think I'm allow you to talk to me like that? I'm not your home girl. You don't talk to your nieces and nephews like that. But you want to talk to your kids like that? That's a problem for me. And then when I approach you, you disrespectful, you out of line. No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Because I told you I don't want you cussing me out. That's not disrespectful. If you can't talk to me in a normal voice, you can't talk to me normal, then we just can't talk. You're not finna gaslight me in my face. That's what you're not about to do. I'm way smarter than that. Way smarter than that. You're not about to do that. And I just don't understand parents who let that happen. I mean, my mom just is most definitely not the only parent, but I'm just letting y'all know, like, it's one of those things again where you just can't throw that up in a child's face or someone's face. First of all, I'm grown. Yeah, you approach me like this while I'm grown. So again, I'm not. So y'all not. You as a parent isn't supposed to respect me at all. You just walk around here calling me all kind of MFs and Bs and all kind of stuff. Come on now, sis. That's what we're not gonna do. My dad did that one time, and I told my dad that one time, just like I told my mom. I'm not any of where and what I told my dad is I'm not none of your uh jailhouse friends. Sorry. You can't talk to me like that. I'm not one of your little homies. So listen to your kids when your kids are coming to have those conversations with you. Sometimes it may not be the moment, right? It may not be the right time to have that conversation, but don't let that conversation go weeks and weeks and weeks because you are afraid to approach it. You are afraid to discuss it. No, discuss it because I guarantee you your child is going to find another outlet if you don't have those conversations with them. And that's on period. Again, I don't have any children, but what I am speaking from is my experience. And I know if I've dealt with it, there are more people who have dealt with it. So let's try to do better as parents in 2023. Listen, have those conversations with your children for real, for real. It's way too much going on right now. I mean, we got 11-year olds out here with baby hair swirled all on their forehead, got French tips and things like that. Like, we have to, I mean, literally, it does start at home. It does start at home. What are we allowing our children to do? What conversations are we having with our children? I mean, come on now. Children unaliving themselves because the bullying is at an all-time high. It's a lot. It's a lot. And so again, y'all, I just really want y'all um to fix that. I don't disrespect my adult kids and they don't disrespect me. And Kimmy, that's how I feel it should be. Like, if I'm literally not walking around here cussing you out, why you cussing me out like that? Why you talking to me like that? Like, I don't I don't get it. I don't get it. Um, but yeah, I wanted to um talk about that because again, I felt like hold on, y'all. Um, okay. Child, I had thought I had seen something. That's the reason why I can't be on here too long is because the jury is deliberating right now, child. And if they come back with a verdict today, I need to be off of the internet because you know the internet is gonna be going to blaze, baby. Listen, I'll report on a verdict for sure, but child, some of these other people who have caught up with that, I want them to get those views, child. Who have been talking about it. And I'm talking about the Tory and Megan trial, child, because they resumed deliberations after the lunch break. So I started bringing that up. Nah, I ain't mind. Tell me everything. If I need a minute, then we put a pin in it and approach it again the next day. Yeah, you don't never let that stuff fester and grow. Never, 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 never. I have dealt with it with me being the child. See what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's a lot. And again, I understand. And again, they're um, not telling anybody how to be a parent or how to raise your children. The only thing that I am saying is, again, like, let's just have these open conversations because, again, you never know how your child is actually feeling, right? And just because they come decide to have a conversation with you, don't blow that off. And the reason why I say it's a blow off is because when I first told my mom about what happened to me, it was a blow off. It was like, oh, child. Well, um, I mean, I left that conversation more hurt than when I went in the conversation. I left that conversation more hurt than what I did when I went back. Like it was a lot. It was a lot. As a mother of two grown children, and I've always had open dialogue with them since they could talk, I assured them it wasn't nothing that they couldn't talk to me about, and we respected each other as adults. Thank you, Casey. That's how I feel. Like I feel like we can still respect each other as adults. Like when my mom called me that, y'all, it really took me for a loop. I was like, girl, what? That's what we not about to do over here. So I know how I do. So it won't be considered deeming as being disrespectful. Let me go ahead and let you know what time it is. We is not about to talk to each other like that. You're not about to talk to me like that. And what I'm about to do is get out of your presence and give you time to talk and get yourself together. You're not about to walk around here calling me that on period. The lady who raised me ain't never talked to me like that. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I really did not get it. It was very, very, very weird. Very weird. All right. I dealt with, let's see. I dealt with it as a child and as an adult. You see what I'm saying? It's not a good place to be in. It's definitely not a good place to be in, and I just felt like, in my opinion, again, I felt like Master P was gaslighting Romeo for Romeo speaking out about what he was actually dealing with at that moment. Because I think both of them, or I think the whole family, is still trying to navigate the loss of Romeo's sister and Master P's daughter. I think they're all trying to navigate that mentally, right? And the way that she passed away comes with a lot of trauma. And so again, their trauma hasn't been addressed as a family. And so I don't I don't agree. What I mean by I don't agree with Romeo bringing that to the internet is, you knew when you said that, Romeo, you knew your dad was going to respond. I don't agree with his dad responding the way he did. Gaslighting at all-time finest, and I think he should have just called his son on the phone. Your son didn't answer the phone. That ain't none of our business either. Okay? You ain't got to tell us that either. Y'all work on y'all. Okay? You got to be able to fix that on your own. All right? All right. You gotta want it. That's what the words I'm looking for. You gotta want it. You gotta want it. All right, let's get into Chef Gotti, y'all. Let's get into Chef Gotti. Now, yesterday I did do a quick live where we discussed Chef Gotti's um him having two warrants out for his arrest. Now, I just want to let you guys know that this story it can be very traumatizing, but we gotta talk about it. Okay. So I did a live about, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I did a live speaking about who Chef Gotti was, or who Martell Haire was, right? Martell Haire, absolutely ridiculous, nasty, gross, just all kind of crazy, right? So I was approached by this scrolling through Facebook, and I saw this picture. And this was the picture that I saw, and I was super, super disturbed. It's the picture on the right. And if you notice in this picture, I have blurred out the children's faces. I tried not to. um show children here on the channel, um for privacy reasons. And not only that, they don't deserve to be exposed because of this man's nastiness, right? So I had to blur out their faces. However, this is Martell Haire, aka Chef Gotti. There was an interview done on Monday by Gerald Jackson of the NCB. He interviewed Martell Haire's oldest daughter. Okay, we listened to a part of that interview here on the channel. Um, she gave the account of what happened to her. She told what happened to her sister and different things of that nature, right? She also let us know in that same interview that there had been two warrants out for his arrest. However, as of yesterday, when I had done that video and then I came back, I noticed that it had been updated. And so there are two warrants out. So I'm going to show you guys again the details of this charge. I'm sorry, this case, and um, how um how this is going. Okay, there's no update as of yet. Okay, there's no update as of yet. I just want to make sure before I say that. Okay. So actually, as of last night, I was wrong. And so whenever I'm wrong, I got to correct it. I got to correct it. I got to correct it. So last night, what I stated was that there was a warrant out for his arrest as of last night. Well, there was a warrant request that was sent to the from the DA's office. And it was granted this morning. Okay, so there has been an official warrant released for or an official warrant out for his arrest. Okay. And so give me just a second and I will pull this up on the screen so that you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at, because I like to come to you guys with facts. All right. Now, this is Martell Haire. This is letting us know that as of yesterday, there was an electronic filing notice of a warrant that came from the DA's office. That warrant was accepted, and it looks like here Miss Grace Fallon has issued a warrant out as of today for Mr. Martell Haire. Okay, Mr. Martell Deontay Haire. All right. Um, Here are his charges. Okay. So he is being charged right now, or this is what the warrant is for, is in regards to and I also let you guys know what this was as well. Hold on one second. Mhm. Oh, B. Oh, I say F. Okay. So he is being charged for what in the world is happening here? Okay, here we go. So he's been charged for first degree child SC and sexual intercourse with a person under the age of 13. Now that is a felony B. Now felony B in Wisconsin, the penalty for a class B felony in Wisconsin is up to 60 years in state prison. A Class B felony is the second most severe offense in the state, including charges like first degree sexual assault and second degree intentional homicide and first degree reckless homicide. Okay. That's what he could be facing, up to 60 years just for that one charge. Okay. Now, remember, this is the second most severe offense. So if he's found guilty of this particular offense, and again, I believe the victims, but if he is found guilty of these particular offenses, that's just 60 years for one offense. Okay. Mind you, I kind of have a feeling that they're gonna go back and open up a lot of these cases that was closed against him. Now, he also is being charged with incest with the child, which is a felony C. All right. A felony C in the state of Wisconsin is going to bring you, it is a fine not exceeding $100,000 or imprisonment not exceeding 40 years or both. Okay. So he could definitely receive the 40 years and have to pay the fine, or he could receive less than 40 years. But then remember, he still has that felony B. So if he's found guilty, he's looking at quite a bit of time. He's looking at quite a bit of time. And I wanted to see, was there anything else on here that I want to show you guys? Oh, yes. Let me hold on a minute. This is this man's track record. Just take a look. Stemming all the way. And mind you, yes, these are all him. They all have the same date of birth. The only thing that I want you guys to pay attention to is remember the as far as the middle name, just depending on what type of county he may be in, it depends on if they got the middle name or not. Okay. And most of them, if you notice that if it's not in Milwaukee County, they don't include his middle name. And that's why. All right. So let's just kind of look here. This stems back from 2005, the state of Wisconsin versus Martell Haire. Back in 2005, this was a battery, a class A misdemeanor, and it was closed. All right. It was closed. That is the status of that. Now, in 2006, we have the state against him. Now, this is a felony, possesses firearm, a class G felony in the Wisconsin state. All right. And then back in 2012, in a total different county, he has speeding on the freeway. All right. Here on 1029. Wait a minute. I clicked on it way too fast. 102912. Vehicle operator failed to wear his seatbelt. This is not a criminal offense. Okay. This is him again in 2012. That is a different case number. So let's see what this about. This here operating while suspended. Okay, so it seems like his driver's license was suspended and he was still operating the vehicle. All right, that's what that is. Let's go to the next one. This defendant operated while suspended again. All right, let's go to the next one here. I ain't playing with you, Mr. Martell Haire. Not at all. All right. Same date, different case number, speeding on the freeway. All right. Speeding there on the freeway. And let's take a look at another one here. I mean, because he got a lot of them. Got a lot of them. All right. 2013, Children versus Maya. All right. Now, this was child support agency, child. This is all the people, right? Now, this definitely has to do with the children. This has to do with the children. This has to do with the children. This has to do with the children. And here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paste this in the notes, and y'all could go check this out because this is very detailed. This is very detailed. This is in regards to the children, right? But this was dropped. This was dropped. I have a really big feeling that a lot of these cases are going to be reopened. A lot of these cases are going to be reopened. That was in 2013. So this man has been accused of doing this before. 2016, speeding in a 55-mile zone. That's not what I was looking for. Operating while suspended. Operating a vehicle without a valid driver's license. That's the first violation. In 2017, unresponsible and apprehended speed. All right. Operating while suspended. Sir, you just didn't mind operating while suspended. Now, this is Martell Haire versus State Farm Insurance. I'm gonna look into this, see what this is about. but whatever it was settled. Okay, I don't know what that is. But I'm very interested because y'all know I'm in the insurance field, so I would love to go back and look at that. All right, this was in 2019. This was a paternity case. So the paternity case that was closed in 2019. Um, all right, and so this was closed as well, child. This was closed as well. All right, so in 2020, all right, in 2020, child. Let me see what type of case this is. Okay, this was another paternity case. Child, this man nasty though, y'all. This be his own flesh and blood that he do this stuff too. Now, this is the current case that is currently open, guys. This is the current case that is currently open. Again, I feel as though there are going to be a lot of things that are going to be coming out in regards to this. That's for sure. But I did want you guys to see what his charges are as of right now. And y'all know I'm gonna keep an eye on this thing because ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way. So let's see here. All right. Okay. So yeah, I wanted you guys to see that. No, Shirley, he has not been arrested as of yet. He has not been arrested as of yet. Okay. So let me see something here. Okay, so I done got everybody out of the way. DJ FATDEMICKS again, he's coming at Megan. He's coming at Megan. I don't know if you guys know, but Megan, her attorneys are threatening to sue independent bloggers. Okay. Uh okay, cool, cool, cool. Thank you. I just have to make sure that there's no verdict or anything like that. Cause like I said, baby, I know the internet is gonna be ablazing as soon as it do. All right. So DJ FATDEMICKS decided to again come at Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion's attorneys are threatening to take legal action against those bloggers who, continue to keep bullying her online. And he is one of them that we see bullying online, and he had the nerve to respond. I can't stand, I can't stand that man, y'all. I just everything about his breathing, everything about his talking, everything about that fat face, I can't stand it. You steady come at women and don't never have no smoke for the men. Ever. Ever. You ain't really had a smoke for the baby like you said you did. You really ain't. You ain't. You was just doing a lot of talking. How you gonna tell a man to pull up and you don't even know if y'all in the same state at the time? Girl, I can't with him. I can't with him. He absolutely irritates me. Again, I just don't like how he come after the women. It's not necessary. It's gross, and we know he don't like them. He like to bully women, and y'all know how I feel about what he said about Ashanti needing to name names. Why Ashanti need to name names about the person who had who allegedly uh uh um who allegedly was trying a producer was trying to take a bath with her and stuff. Like, why would she name names, especially if that person is still around? Name names for what? So y'all can continue to bully her? That's why, man. I don't like FATDEMICKS. I don't like FATDEMICKS. I don't like them. 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 All right. So listen, y'all. I wanted to bring y'all those quick hot topics. I know there are some of them that we stayed on a little bit more than others. But I wanted to make sure that we did talk about that main thing about Master P and Romeo. I definitely want to cover that. Definitely want to give you guys the facts on uh uh Martell Haire, aka Chef Gotti. All right. So let's go ahead and do a drawing for today. All right. Let's go ahead and do a drawing for today. It's going to be for a virtual gift card. All right. It's going to be for a virtual gift card, child, to Amazon, child. You can do whatever you choose to do with it. All right. But let's get into it. Then I want y'all to come back later tonight as you know what, y'all. Let me just say this. I'm gonna play by ear the review for the Best Man final chapter because again, y'all, if this verdict comes out today, uh it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. I have not. I'm gonna make sure I did see your email. I did see your email, Timeout Sports Podcast. I will get to it as soon as I send this one out today. I got you. I got you. All right. Uh I was a little bit behind because what I did do was wait a minute. Okay. I fooled around and fell asleep early yesterday, but I got you. I got you. Don't forget today. I wasn't worried about showing up. Look, y'all, look, the best man ate up show enough today. Sorry, but I was excited about it, and I'm still excited about it. So show enough, I'm gonna have to watch the replay tonight. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to watch the replay. You know what? Nah, I need to be over there. Nah, I'm gonna watch the replay. 'Cause I know I don't got time for I don't got time for certain folks, so I'm gonna stay over in my own lane. Uh, let's do a random number before y'all start. All right, before y'all start answering, wait until I say on your marks, get set to go. Okay, because you know y'all like to answer fast. All right, so let's do this. Mm, all right. I think I got it. I think I got what I want to do. Um, let's see here. Uh, Listen, okay? Again, when we get ready to answer, wait till I say on your mark and say go. All right. And we are going to pick a random number between 25 and 125. Now, remember, if you've already won, you're not eligible to win again. Okay. We want the people who have not won to win. All right. So let's go ahead and let's begin and ready, set, go. Between 25 and 125. Let's do it. Dang. Dang, Karen. Karen got it, y'all. Karen got it, y'all. Karen got it, y'all. Yeah, that was quick, Karen. That was quick. That was quick. That was quick. Congratulations to you, Karen. Congratulations to Karen Martin. She did answer the correct number first. So congratulations to you, love. Congratulations. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more. Congratulations to you, Karen. Now we're gonna do our grand prize tonight while we are reviewing. And see that's why I can't go over there because they're not gonna be on live all night. I'm going to be reviewing the Best Man Final Chapters, episode 1 and episode 2. All right, and that's where the grand prize will be going out. All right. That's where the grand prize will be going out. Karen, go ahead and send me your email address and I will get yours over as well with the other ones that I had from yesterday as well. All right. We're going to do one more. Do one more. And like I said, the grand prize will be this evening. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's do a nerd. Let's do another one. All right. Remember, if you've already won this week, you are not eligible again. But for those of you who have not, you can answer. You cannot repeat you shouldn't repeat the same number more than once because the Nightbot is definitely going to tell you. So I don't want you to, ruin your chances to win. So keep on with the random numbers. Okay. All right. So this one is going to be very much so harder. All right. It's going to be harder. You know why? Because we're going to do 0 to 200. I'm sorry, not 0 to 200. I missed. Hold on before y'all start answering. I meant 75 to 200. Okay. So between 75 and 200, you need to pick a number. Again, I wanted this to be a little bit harder. So good luck to everyone and let's go for it. And on your mark, get set, go. I love seeing y'all do this. The number is between 75 and 200. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I love seeing y'all do this. Keep guessing, keep guessing. I wanted this one to be a little bit harder, a little bit harder. All right, Miss Reese Woods, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. The number was 180, and she did go ahead and give it. Congratulations to you, love. Congratulations, congratulations. Send me your email address, okay? Send me your email address, and I will get your virtual gift card sent over to you. All right. I will get your virtual gift card sent over to you. Now, listen, y'all, just remember, y'all, we doing the grand prize whenever we do the live. I'm going to let me just play it by ear. How I'm gonna do this review, but I'm doing a review today. I am. I just need to figure out a perfect time because that's when the grand prize is going out. I'm just saying that's when the grand prize is going out. All right. No need to be mad. No need to be mad. Yes, you won, baby. You won. You won. You won. Send me an email or DM with your email address, and I will get everything sent over to you today. All right. All right, y'all. Well, that is it for today. For right now, we will be live again a little bit later to discuss wait a minute. There's the corner of your screen. It's not showing nothing, but okay. But anyway, pay attention to patrons. You'll definitely actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna do something a little bit different with my review. Just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is your boy. If you would like to show love to the channel, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. It will be scrolling across the bottom of the screen. I appreciate you all who have been supporting. Before I go, we are going to be giving out bags to the homeless on Christmas Day. And my ultimate goal is to try to get 10 to 15 bags out. Basically, these bags will include a backpack, It will include a sleeping bag and, of course, toiletries and snacks, different things to just help them out. It is going to be very cold here, so I can only imagine for us, it really starts getting bad around like late January and February. So I want to make sure that we are covering these people because no one asked to be, in those type of situations. So I want to give back, and that is the way that I am choosing to give back. So if you guys would like to support that in any type of way, it is greatly appreciated. You can cash at me at $ Chef Don Don 2 or via Venmo at Chef Don Don 2. I am going to get the sleeping bags and the backpacks on Saturday. All right. So that I could go ahead and create the kit, and I will go live so you guys can see what's actually going in. I don't want anyone to think that, not doing what I'm saying I'm doing there. So we are going to be creating those bags on the live so that you guys can see them. Okay. All right, y'all. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Again, if you choose to do that, please, in the memo section of the Cash App or the Venmo, let me know exactly what it's for, whether it be for the channel, for me, or for the giving back. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.